The lesson 3 problems are like this. Okay, we're going to have figures that are made up of many other figures. So this is a rectangle here and two smaller rectangles extending from the top of this rectangle. It says find the perimeter. All angles are right angles. Dimensions are in inches. Well, we have all the measurements. We know that when we have all straight sides, we're just going to add the side. As we start to go around this figure, I have a 15, I have a 9, I have a 3, I have a 5, and then I come here. I have to add in something for that side, but I have no measurement, okay? So what we're going to do here with this is to get these pieces and drag them down here, and I think you're going to see that when we do the 4 piece and the 3, this piece in the middle makes an exact fit here, and it's going to be 15, okay? So one way to do this is to just cross out the 4 and the 3 and add these 3 horizontal sides together. We know that they have to equal 15. Okay, so here I think I've got a pen. This pen is working now. Okay, so what I would do then is just cross out the 4 and the 3, and I'd add 15 for the 4, the question mark, and the 3. 15 for the bottom. I'd add my 2 9s and my 2 5s. Okay. 15, 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 9 is 19, plus 9 is 28, plus 5 would be 33, plus 5 would be 38. I leave the 8 here, bring the 3 up. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So it would be 58 inches. Now another way to do that is to leave the 4 and the 3 exactly the way they are, okay? And figure out what this is. And we do that by taking the long side, the 15, and subtracting the 4 and the 3. Okay, so 15 minus 4 is 11, 11 minus 3 is 8. So the length of this missing side is 8 inches. Then we can just go around the whole figure and add everything up. So going this way, I would have 15. It's always good to trace the figure too. So you make sure you get every measurement, plus 9. Go across the top here, that would be 3, plus 5. Across the missing side, which we figured out was 8. This side is 5. This side would be 4. And finally, we would get 9, and we'd be back to where we started. Okay, so when we add this up, 5 plus 9 is 14. 14 plus 3 would be 17. 17 plus 5 is 22. 22 plus 8 is 30. 35. And then, sorry, I made a mistake here somewhere. 35, no, that's right. This would be 39. This would be 48. So I would put my 8 down now. And I would have 8 carry a 4. I'm running out of space. That doesn't look like an 8. 4. And again, I would get 58 inches for my answer. Okay, this is a circle. A radius, remember, is the line that goes from the center to a point on the circle. and it's 3 centimeters long. We need to find the circumference. Well, what I want you to do whenever you do this is to write the formula down. Since we have the radius, we'll use the 2 pi r. 2 times pi times the radius. So we have 2 times pi, remember the little dot means times 3. That would give us 6 pi centimeters. Now you can figure this out if you want an answer, an approximate answer, on your calculator by multiplying 6 times your pi key, and it will give you an approximate answer. This answer is also fine. Okay, now in this one it's a little bit different. We still have circumference. Here, but we want to now find the radius. The radius is missing. So we're going to, again, get our pen tool up. We'll write the formula. C equals 2 pi r. We know the circumference this time, so into this formula where the C is, we're going to substitute 24. And we have 2 pi r. R is what we're solving for. We know pi is just a number that's close to 3.14. So we're going to divide through by 3.14, 2 times 3.14. And using your calculator, you'll get an approximate answer for that. Okay, and the approximate answer should be approximately. It's always good when the approximate answer is approximately. The answer for the radius should be 3.82 meters after you divide. You can just use your calculator and divide 24 by 2 pi. Okay, good to put it into parentheses when you divide too. Okay. Number 3 is a figure that's made up of a rectangle and a half circle. Now, when we have a half circle and we want to find perimeter, what we do is we write the formula C equals 2 pi r, and we divide it in half. When we divide in half, we divide by 2. So if we have a half circle, it's only, the circumference is pi r. Okay? So my radius is 3. We substitute in for r. The circumference of that part is 3 pi. Here we have straight sides, 10 plus 6 plus 10. And we want to add those straight sides up. We have 2 10s and a 6. Okay, so we have 26, and then we have to add the distance around this, put it into parentheses around the semicircle, and we have 26 plus 3 pi inches. Okay, why is that? We have 10, 6, 10, and the distance around the semicircle, which is called a circumference still, we have to add all of that in to go all the way around that figure. Okay, and the last problem looks like this. It's, again, another rectangle, and this one is the hardest one of all. We have 2 semicircles, as you can see, one extending off here and one extending off here. They're different sizes. Okay, well, we have lots of question marks here, and what we have to remember is that this side right here, that's a radius, so that equals 5, and this from here to here is also a radius of the circle, and that equals 5. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So this length is 10, and that means that this length over here is also 10. because opposite sides in a rectangle are equal. Okay? So we're going to have two 10s to add in. We're going to have one 10, I'm sorry, just one 10 to add in. And that's over here. Now, we need to find the length of this side as well. Okay, when we do that, up here we have, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I want the pen tool. And this is a radius, so that's 4. And this is a radius as well, so that's 4. So from here to here is 8. That means that down here, from here to here is also 8. And then this part would be 6, just like the top. 8 plus 6 makes the whole length equal to 14. Okay, now going around the shape, we're going to have, I'm going to do this in black, we have 14 for straight sides, we have 6, and we have a 10 right here for straight sides. We have 2 half circles, so we're going to add the half circles circumferences together. Remember, when we have a half circle, we divide the formula by 2. The half circle here then would be equal to C equals pi times 4. That's the radius, or 4 pi. In the half circle here, it would be equal to pi times 5, and that would be 5 pi. Those are alike, so we can add those two together and get 9 pi. Here we have 20. 14 plus 6, 20 plus 10 is 30. So for our final answer, we're going to have 30, the sum of all the straight sides, plus 9 pi. And we can put that into parentheses, and the total perimeter of that figure then is 30 plus 9 pi feet. If you wish to, you can add multiply 9 times pi on your calculators and then add 30 to that and express your answer as a number rather than using the symbol pi. Okay, that concludes the problems in Lesson 3. And this recording will now be turned off. Sorry.